Okay, so Valve just dropped a bombshell. They announced not one, not two, but three major new pieces of hardware, all slated for early 2026. And look, this isn't just them throwing new products at a wall. No, this is a really cohesive strategy for what they see as the future of gaming. We're talking about a brand new controller, a powerful PC for your living room, and a wireless VR headset. So today, let's break down what each of these things are, and more importantly, how they're all designed to work together to create something, well, something totally new.
And this quote right here, it absolutely nails what's going on. Valve didn't add a room to the house. They built a neighborhood. See, this isn't about small incremental updates. They're not just adding another gadget to the lineup. They are building a complete, interconnected world for all your games, where every single piece of hardware is meant to talk to the others just seamlessly.
All right, so let's start with the foundation of this new neighborhood, right? And that's the brand new Steam controller. Now, if you remember the original from back in the day, well, get ready, because this is a whole different beast.
You can really see the massive shift in philosophy here. The old 2015 controller, it was this really cool but kind of weird experiment, right? Trying to make trackpads work like a mouse. But this new one, it's all about what they're calling Deck DNA. They've taken everything that makes the Steam Deck feel so good to use and just perfected it. And for anyone who's ever thrown a controller in frustration, and we all have, the biggest news is right here. No drift magnetic thumbsticks. Finally, stick drift is, or should be, a thing of the past.
And oh, they didn't stop there, not even close. It has these capacitive sensors, right, on the sticks and the back paddles. So what does that mean? It means you can activate gyro aiming just by touching them. You don't even have to click the stick in. It's so smart. The battery life is solid. We're talking 30 to 35 hours. And get this, they have this awesome little magnetic charger there calling the Puck, which also acts as your low latency wireless dongle. It's designed to be the one controller you need for this entire ecosystem, from your main PC to your deck, even your phone.
Honestly, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? This is what the 2015 controller wanted to be if it wasn't cosplaying as a trackpad experiment. It's not a test anymore. It is a focused, polished, premium controller that's meant to be the default way you interact with this entire Valve neighborhood. Okay, so now we move to the town center of this whole ecosystem. And believe it or not, it's the resurrected Steam Machine. Yeah, the name is back, but trust me, this time it has a very clear, very powerful purpose.
And just look at the specs they're aiming for with this little box. Performance-wise, we're talking something like 6 times more powerful than a Steam Deck. The goal here is 4K gaming at a smooth 60 frames per second, using FSR to help get it there. And you know, a lot of powerful PCs sound like a jet engine, but this thing is designed to be whisper quiet, under 30 decibels even when it's working hard. Plus, it has that killer feature from the deck, instant suspend and resume. You just tap a button and you're right back in your game. No waiting.
So here's the core idea, the whole philosophy behind this thing. It's a PC that acts and feels like a console. You get that easy plug-and-play experience. But, and this is a big but, it doesn't lock you down. It's still a PC. You want to install emulators? Go for it. Other game launchers? Sure. Heck, you can even install Windows on it if you really want to. It gives you all the freedom of a PC without any of the walled garden nonsense. It doesn't babysit you.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. This is the living room box people have been pretending the last decade of many PCs were. I mean, think about it. For years, we've tried to cram PCs into our entertainment centers, and it's always been clunky. You're dealing with logins, weird interfaces, a mouse and keyboard on your coffee table. This machine is built from the ground up to just get rid of all that friction. It's meant for the couch.
All right, now we get to the really ambitious part of this whole plan. Let's head up to the high-tech loft of this new neighborhood, the Steam Frame. This is Valve's brand new VR headset, and it is a doozy.
The really cool thing here is that it's basically 2 headsets in one. So first, you have wireless PC VR mode. It connects to your gaming PC over a dedicated Wi-Fi 6E link, giving you a super clean, really low latency stream. But then you can just take it on the go because it also has a standalone mode. It literally becomes its own little Steam OS computer, running games directly on the headset with a powerful Snapdragon chip inside. It's the best of both worlds.
And yeah, the specs are absolutely top tier. We're talking a 2016 by 2016 resolution per eye. With modern pancake lenses, that means incredible visual clarity. The refresh rate goes up to 120 Hz, which is super smooth, and they even have a 144 Hz experimental mode. It's got built-in eye tracking, which is huge, and maybe the most impressive part, it weighs less than a pound. It's a modular design so you can swap out straps and audio, but the core unit is incredibly light. Okay, but here is the absolute magic trick that makes that wireless PC connection so good. It's a technology called foveated streaming. Now, think about how your eyes work. You can only see one tiny spot in perfect, crisp detail at any given moment. So the headset tracks your eyes, right? And it tells your PC to send the maximum amount of detail, the highest quality picture, only to that exact spot you're looking at. Everywhere else in your peripheral vision gets a little less data. Your brain literally can't tell the difference, but it saves a massive amount of bandwidth. It's genius.
So, what's the cost of all that clever eye tracking and streaming tech? How much lag does it add? Get this. On a modern GPU, this entire process adds just 1 to 2 milliseconds of latency. 1 to 2. That's basically nothing. It's completely imperceptible.
Look, we've all heard it before. That phrase, "it feels wired," is probably the biggest red flag in tech marketing. It almost never lives up to the hype. And yet, from everything we're hearing, with a Steam Frame, it's actually true. Here we are.
Okay, so we've looked at all the individual houses in this neighborhood, right? The controller, the Steam machine, the VR headset. So now, let's put it all together. What does it actually feel like to live in this ecosystem that Valve has built?
So picture this. You're on your couch playing a big game like Cyberpunk on the new Steam machine. Then you've got to run out. You grab your Steam Deck, and with one button, you're continuing that exact same game right where you left off, on your commute. Then, when you get home, you feel like a really immersive experience, so you put on the Steam Frame, and suddenly you're playing that same game on what feels like a giant movie theater screen. It's one game library, one save file that just follows you everywhere.
And this is where it all comes into focus, right? When you compare Valve's approach to, well, pretty much everyone else. The status quo is walled gardens where you have to buy games again and again. It's controllers that are designed to fail with stick drift. It's a mess of fragmented launchers and subscriptions. And what's Valve doing? They're building one single library for multiple devices. Hardware that's built to last and actually respects you as a player. It's one cohesive platform.
All of this really makes you wonder, are we even asking the right question anymore? For so long, the debate has been PC or console. But is that still the real question, or is something much, much bigger happening here?
And that leads us right to the final and I think most important takeaway from all of this. This whole thing, it's not just about a few new pieces of hardware. It's much deeper than that. While everyone else keeps talking about the future of gaming, Valve quietly built it. And that feels so true right now. This isn't just a product lineup. This is the foundation of an entire new platform. Valve is taking Steam beyond just being an app on your PC. They're making it a platform that follows you from your desk, to your living room, to literally being strapped to your face.
So maybe that classic question, PC or console, is just obsolete now. Because if Valve actually pulls all of this off, the new choice isn't about which box you buy. The new choice is just, how do you want to play today? Handheld, on your desktop, or strapped to your face? And what's so amazing is that for the very first time, all of the above might actually be a real, legitimate answer.